All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And the way you contact the show, right there, you can tell me what you thought of the State of the Union address, what was your most enjoyable moment last night in the State of the Union address. Did you feel good that for 90 minutes you felt like the world was normal once again with our President of the United States? How did you feel looking down into the cesspool, as we call Congress, that the President stepped right in? I mean, you know, when you get out of there, he must have looked up and said, you know, Mr. President, you got something on your shoe. Yes, I just waded through the cesspool of Congress. What do you think I got on the bottom of my shoe? That being said, you have all the ways you can contact us. Now, I left you with this, and before we go into this, because if you're new to the show, I know sometimes some people leave my subject line only to find out about 3 days later, wow, where did I hear that? And I don't say it with any arrogance whatsoever, but so many of these subjects, when it comes to the evil Democrats, I mean, just out and out evil, despicable people that they are, godless, absolutely, okay? When it comes to this, I pretty well can read their tea leaves, and I'm just telling you, and I know where these people are going, and I could see out in front the lies and the manipulation they set up with the media. So I tell you, number two, wait, but don't put number two up yet, okay? Do you remember, okay, when the other night, like Roger Stone was on some show and it became pretty big news the next day, or just talked about a lot, that Roger Stone came up with a scenario of how this whole thing could be to put Hillary Clinton in the White House. And what they would do is they would remove Trump, Pence, Nancy Pelosi would become president. She would make Hillary Clinton vice president, then resign, and now Hillary Clinton is the president that she was supposed to be. Remember that whole scenario? And that's crazy. That's just crazy. Okay, number two, okay? This happens to be the guy that there's more concern about in Virginia today by Democrats that no one is talking about. They're in a mess. From the governor to Lord Fairfax, they got to keep somebody there because this guy's a problem. Now, before we get back into this, I'm trying to keep an up, all right? So we get the up on the wall. But here's a clip I want to play about the economy, and I want you to watch the cesspool sitting on their hands, betting against America, can't even cheer for any good news whatsoever. So let's play this clip. It's about 3 minutes, all right? Let's play this and enjoy it, get pumped up, and we'll come back and I'll explain why the Democrats are in a major mess in Virginia this morning. Take us there, Josh.
My administration has cut more regulations in a short period of time than any other administration during its entire tenure. Companies are coming back to our country in large numbers, thanks to our historic reductions in taxes and regulations. And we have unleashed a revolution in American energy. The United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world. After 24 months of rapid progress, our economy is the envy of the world. Our military is the most powerful on earth by far. And America America is again winning each and every day. Members of Congress, the state of our union is strong. That sounds so good. Our country is vibrant, and our economy is thriving like never before. On Friday, it was announced that we added another 304,000 jobs last month alone, almost double the number expected. An economic miracle is taking place in the United States, and the only thing that can stop it are foolish wars, politics, or ridiculous partisan investigations. If there is going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation. It just doesn't work that way.
If there's going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation. They play that clip over and over this morning on other networks, and then they put up Richard Nixon's picture when Nixon said Watergate, a year was enough. Foolish wars, politics, and partisan investigations is the only thing that can drag this economy down. 304,000 jobs. Now, did you notice in some of the standing was Dan Coates? Now, I don't know if you know these individuals, but Dan Coates, his chief intelligence of intelligence there for the president, when they made a total week out of how Dan Coates and President Trump, and he did not trust his intelligence community. Did you see Dan Coates standing? Did you see Susan Haspel? Is that her name, Susan Haspel, the head of the CIA, standing? Did you see the look on the face of the warmongers? Did you see Joe Manchin standing so many times? American Energy. We are number one. They can't even stand up for number one. I just thought that was a great clip, very positive. I told you today, if you felt like, again, for 90 minutes last night, that things were almost normal in this country, and guess what? That feeling you had as you were watching through the TV, you're with millions that had that same feeling. That was so great last night. It was supposed to be a unifying speech, and it was. That was just the best feeling, to know that somebody, there's an adult in the room, right? That's what we've heard, is so much negative reporting on this president. And Mattis, Jim Mattis, and all these people, and Rex Tillerson, you know, there was no adult in the room. Last night, folks, the adult in the room was President Donald J. Trump. Now, getting back to, okay, number two. All right. Now, the state of Virginia, which is a commonwealth, I keep calling it, the Commonwealth of Virginia, okay? It is set up, it's set up much like many other states. There's a difference, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Virginia, we don't get into that right now. Texas is a republic, whatever. So, but they have a House of Delegates, okay? We call it House of Representatives, but they have a House of Delegates. And in their House of Delegates, they come together, the delegates, and vote in a Speaker of the House. So this is Kirk Cox, and he is Speaker of the House, and he is not calling for impeachment. Impeachment would start through, just like in Virginia, the impeachment process for the governor would start through the House of Delegates, okay? This is the Speaker. Now, there is a Senate, there is a Virginia State Senate, and the Virginia State Senate is structured the same way like in Georgia. The leader of the Senate is the lieutenant governor. So Fairfax is the leader of the Senate. So on the succession, you have the governor, okay? If the governor resigns, you have the lieutenant governor, which is the leader of the Senate. And then if he resigns, okay, or it went to 3, not he resigns, but let's just say it went to number 3, right here, the House, Speaker of the House, Kirk Cox, would be the next governor of Virginia, all right? Marvin Kirkland Cox is an American politician and a member of the Republican Party. He has served in the Virginia House of Delegates since 1990, okay? Representing the 66th district made up of southern Richmond, suburb of Colonial Heights, and nearby parts of Chesterfield County, all right? Republican, okay? He's a Republican. Now, let's go back to right here. We're going to stop for the day. Number 1, in the state of Virginia, we have our Christine Blasey Ford, a.k.a. Vanessa Tyson. She makes allegations, and it's gonna heat up here. It's gonna be an investigation. There will be an investigation, all right? And Democrats will not. Let's go to number 4. So you have your Christine Blasey Ford, a.k.a., now she's a professor, right? Yes, I think she's a professor somewhere. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, I think she's a professor. Christine Blasey Ford's a professor. Just coincidence. But she has the allegations there of unwanted sexual advances. We'll see, all right? And then you have Fairfax, the lieutenant governor, all right? He's got a problem. You've got number 3, Northam. He's got a problem. He's the governor. Now, they are condemning. They immediately came out and did all the condemnation they could on Northam there in Virginia. But what did I tell you Monday? It's over abortion, not the blackface. How sanctimonious the Democrats are, they have been trying to hide the abortion issue and say how sanctimonious they are over racism and their zero tolerance for racism. And they tried to get rid of this guy, but not so fast. He's going nowhere right now. Because he knows if he goes, it goes to, he's been set up, all right, and it goes to Fairfax. Now my interest is who doesn't want, who threw the Fairfax wrench that really got the Democrats in a major problem there, okay? The Fairfax wrench is a major problem for them. The same Democrats will not come out and condemn put up 12. They won't condemn Fairfax, all right? And now you have Fairfax and Vanessa Tyson, number 4, And let's just say this. What if both of these two, number 12 again, I'm sorry. What if both of these two? See, we have to believe the woman, right? We have to. I mean, Democrats set these rules. Republicans did not. Remember, Republicans advocated innocent till proven guilty. All right? Remember, Republicans advocated due process. Remember? Remember all those things we advocated? But no, the long list, the same list that has asked Northam to resign over blackface, okay, which is really over the abortion, the same list has not been sent an email for him just to resign because you just have to believe the accuser. They set these standards, their own standards, their own, you have to, 100%. There's not enough time on the show to go through a list of Democrats that say that Christine Blasey Ford was creditable because she said she knew 100%. Now, we couldn't get the FBI to find out anything. We couldn't find out anything else credible, but just because she said it, just because she had the nerve to come out, Kavanaugh was not fit. I see no way, based on Democrat standards, on how Fairfax is fit. Now, based on the Democrat outrage over Kavanaugh and saying that Kavanaugh should not be on the bench today, I see no way that Fairfax is fit to be the governor or even hold the lieutenant governor's job. I mean, even if Governor Northam stays and fights this out, Fairfax, according to Democrat standards, must resign today and leave. He's not fit for that office. So we will see. But what if today Northam resigns, Fairfax resigns? Number two, Virginia wouldn't have a Republican governor. That's right. Damn. I don't want to give you the whole I believe in karma thing, so I don't want to get down that road. But what did they say? Karma's a bitch. Take us to break.